Imagine waking up this morning in a world where withdrawing money from an ATM is a complex mathematical operation that takes 3 hours. A world where engineers build bridges by eye because precise calculations take years. Where your smartphone isn't a miracle of technology, but a heavy iron box capable of making only a few dull thuds. Have you ever stopped to think that the digits 1, 2, and 3 are actually the greatest technology in human history? They are more important than fire, the wheel, or even the internet. Because without these 10 little symbols, none of those things would simply exist. Today, we step into an alternate reality, a world where Europe once rejected the Arabic gift and remained forever trapped by cumbersome Roman numerals. This is going to be a long and strange journey. So, make yourself comfortable. We are beginning the countdown, a countdown that in this reality, no one would even be able to make. In our world, everything changed because of one man, Leonardo of Pisa, known to us as Fibonacci. In 1202, he brought the Hindu-Arabic numeral system from North Africa to Italy. 10 symbols and a magical nothing, the zero. But let's change one detail. Imagine Fibonacci's ship sank during a storm, or that the church of the time declared these Saracen signs to be the devil's writing and burned anyone who dared to use them. Europe slams the door on zero. It chooses tradition. It chooses Roman numerals. We're used to thinking that Roman numerals are just a different font, but that's not true. It is an entirely different way of thinking. In the Hindu-Arabic system, the number 10 is a 1 that has shifted to the left. In the Roman system, it is a separate, static symbol, X. To write a million, you need an entire paragraph of letters. And that's just the beginning of the problem. Welcome to an alternate 2026. The first thing you'll notice is the incredible slowness of life. In our world, capitalism took off because merchants could instantly calculate profits, interest, and risks. In a world without Arabic numerals, bookkeeping is a high-level magic available only to a few. To calculate the interest on a loan for building a ship, a banker needs half a day to move pebbles on a special board. Try multiplying 1,348 by 242 using Roman numerals. It is a task fit for a professor. The screen of your calculations would fill with hundreds of intermediate letters, turning into pure chaos. Because of this, banks remain tiny and global trade barely grows. The world is stuck in a perpetual Middle Ages, where wealth isn't numbers in an account, but only physical gold in a chest. But the real tragedy unfolds in the universities. Do you know what calculus is? Differential equations? The theory of relativity? Forget about them. The Roman system doesn't know fractions, except for the simplest ones. It doesn't know negative numbers. It doesn't know infinitesimal values. Without zero, it is impossible to create algebra. And without algebra, physics does not exist. The great Isaac Newton would never have been able to write his laws because he wouldn't have had the language to express acceleration or gravity. Nicholas Copernicus would never have been able to prove that the Earth revolves around the sun. His calculations would have simply drowned in a pile of symbols. The scientific revolution that gave us steam engines and electricity simply never happened. The year 2024 in this alternate timeline meets us with a darkness broken only by rare gas lamps or candles in windows. And here we come to the main point. Look at the device you are using to watch this video. Its heart is a processor. It understands only two things. There is a signal or there is no signal. 1 or 0. Our entire digital world is a giant pyramid built on a single brick. On 0, the concept of a placeholder that has value is so foreign to the European mind that without Eastern influence, we might not have invented it for another 1,000 years. In this alternate reality, there is no programming. There is no artificial intelligence. There isn't even basic radio. You cannot digitize sound or images because you have no system capable of operating such arrays of data using the letters V or X. A world without Arabic numerals is a world where humanity remained forever grounded. No space flight, no satellite communication, no modern medicine, the formulas for which are calculated today by supercomputers. We would be locked in an analog cage, where every step forward requires decades of calculations on paper. 10 symbols, 10 little marks made us the masters of the planet. Without them, we are just clever primates trying to add 10 to 10 and hopelessly getting lost in letters. History is a chain of accidents, and the fact that you can send a message to the other side of the world in a second today is thanks to medieval mathematicians who weren't afraid to accept a foreign idea. Which lost technology of this parallel world struck you the most? Could you survive even a day counting everything in Roman numerals? Write in the comments. I'll definitely be reading your thoughts. And if you want to find out what would happen if we never invented electricity, or if humanity had taken a completely different path, subscribe to the channel. Here, we break history down into atoms and put it back together again. Hit the bell so you don't miss the next episode of our journey. Thanks for watching. And remember, even zero has immense value.